Anxiety is one of the most misunderstood experiences of the human mind. Most people think anxiety is a sign of weakness, a flaw, or something you should simply control. But anxiety is not a failure of your mind, a warning system that has been active in humans for thousands of years. And today, you're going to understand what your anxiety is really trying to tell you. Anxiety begins in a tiny part of the brain called the amygdala, your internal alarm. Its job is simple: detect danger and react fast. But the problem in modern life is that the amygdala cannot tell the difference between a real threat and a psychological one. So it reacts the same way whether you're facing a wild animal, or an uncomfortable conversation, or waiting for a text message that never arrives. Your heart races, your chest tightens, your mind spins with 1,000 possibilities. It feels like something terrible is about to happen. But the truth is this: anxiety is your brain trying to protect you from a threat that doesn't exist. Your mind is predicting danger, not experiencing it. Anxiety usually appears in 3 situations: when you feel unsafe, when you feel uncertain, or when you feel out of control. And nothing drains the human mind more than not knowing what comes next. People with anxiety are not weak. In fact, they are highly sensitive to emotional shifts, highly aware of details, and deeply attuned to their environment. Their minds process more information than they can consciously handle. It is a survival mechanism working over time. When you go through something painful, rejection, trauma, embarrassment, loss, your brain remembers. And any situation that even slightly resembles that experience triggers the alarm again. Your brain is not trying to hurt you. It is trying to prevent you from reliving the pain you once felt. But here's the part most people never hear. Anxiety is not just fear. Anxiety is unexpressed emotion. It is the conversation you avoided, the sadness you didn't allow yourself to feel. Anxiety builds when your life moves faster than your ability to process it. Your mind becomes a pressure chamber, storing everything you never said, everything you never released, everything you pretend doesn't affect you. And eventually, the pressure becomes unbearable. That moment, when your body shakes, your chest tightens, and your thoughts spiral, that is your mind begging for attention. So, how do you calm anxiety? Not by telling yourself to relax, and definitely not by pretending you're fine. You calm anxiety by creating safety. Safety in your thoughts. By speaking to yourself with compassion instead of criticism. Safety in your body, by breathing slowly, reminding your nervous system that you are not in danger. Safety in your life, by setting boundaries, being honest about what you feel, and taking small steps instead of overwhelming yourself with big ones. The moment you stop seeing anxiety as an enemy and start treating it as communication, you begin to listen instead of panic. You begin to understand instead of fear. And gradually, your mind learns that it no longer needs to scream to be heard. Imagine a future version of yourself who understands their anxiety deeply. Someone who doesn't run from fear, but knows how to calm it. Someone who sees anxiety not as a curse, but as a guide. That version of you is possible. It begins the moment you stop asking, "Why am I like this?" and start asking, "What is my mind trying to protect me from?" Anxiety is not your enemy. It is your mind trying to keep you alive. And when you finally listen to it, you begin to live, not in fear, but in understanding.